Hello everyone, this is Candy, the 614 Stitcher, and today is Wednesday, December the 8th, 2021, and this is my Flosstube number 28. If you are new to my channel and have subscribed recently, thank you so very much for taking a chance and watching my videos. I hope that I can enable you in some way to continue to come back and get some of the projects that I am currently and in the future will be stitching on. If you are a returning subscriber and friend, thank you so very much for coming back each and every time that I upload a video. Quite a few of you enjoyed my whip parade that I posted on Saturday, and thank you so very much. Um, it is the season of giving, and I am giving you lots of enabling. I will be coming back again this weekend with another whip parade video. I have lots of whips, more than what I thought I had. So we are going to go ahead and get right into it. I have not had any finishes this week, but I've had 3 new starts, and so let me show you those. The first new start I had was for my friend Julie's birthday, and she is stitching on And a Garden Grew, so she wanted us to do a Rosewood Manor together. And so I have Rosewood and its coffee, Rosewood Manor's coffee. And I am stitching this on a 28 count Queen Anne's lace Jobelin. And I have a very little start. We started this on her birthday, which was November the 30th. And there is my little start. We've decided that when she is ready to pick her And a Garden Grew back up, that we would both stitch on this together during our Zoom calls. Right now we're in the midst of Christmas stitching, and so we'll be working on our Christmas stitching to, when we Zoom call, but when she gets ready, we'll be working on her birthday start again. My second new start, and there's quite a few of you that have started this also, it is, and I don't have a copy of the chart because it was a PDF, is the Cookie Exchange by Hands On Design, and I have it in my new Garon toten bag, Nutcracker mini bag. And I am stitching mine on a 28 count Picture This Plus fabric named Whirlpool. And this was the oh, nope, don't do that. This was the first day, which was December the 1st. And this is the amount of stitching that I got in on that day. And as you know, all 3 parts have been released now, and so I'll be working on those during the month. Quite a few people have already finished. I am a slower stitcher, and so I will be, so when I pick this back up again, which will probably be this weekend, I'll be stitching on it only for that one day. I am trying something different with my projects and doing a daily rotation to see how far along I can get. It's just an experiment. It doesn't mean that I'm going to change to that, but I am experimenting with different ways to stitch. My next new start is in my Stitching with the Housewives project bag, and it is Candy Cane Lane. And I am stitching this on a 14 count black Aida And there is my progress. I actually stitched on this project so far 2 days. I started it on Monday the 6th, and I worked on it Monday the 6th and then again last night. And so that's where I am right now. Okay, that's where I am right now. So that has been the 3 new things that I have started this week so far. Well, I'm not going to start any more things this week, but so far that's where I'm at. Now we're going to go into WIPs, and for the month of December, the magazine monthly theme and acrostic is, the theme is Sparkle and Shine, and the acrostic is Sparkle. So I have pulled out quite a WIPs to work on for this month for the acrostic and the theme. Sorry, my whole train of thought just got blown right there. So in my Garon mini bag, this is Winter Cardinal by Heart and Hand. It's in the 2020 Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. It's the December issue. I am stitching this on a 16 count natural Charles Aida craft. And here is a picture of where it was when I last worked on it. And here is a picture of where it is now. So as you can see, I've just been doing more work in the body of the Cardinal, and then I will be working on the trees once I have the Cardinal all done. For the floss, I am using, for the trees, I'm using Sticks and Twigs by Classic Colorworks and Cherry Cobbler by Classic Colorworks. These projects I worked on while I was on vacation last week, and so I had a lot more time to do a lot more stitching. And so that was for the E in Sparkle. My next project is it's called the Piece Sampler. It's in the Just Cross Stitch December 2020 issue. And this was started last year. Carolyn loved it, and she just decided that she was going to stitch it and asked any of us if we wanted to stitch it. And so we all were like, oh, yeah, sure. And so here is a picture of where it was the last time I worked on it. And here it is what I've finished now. So I finished the reef up at the top, and then I have put in the rest of the words on the first line, and I've done all of the words on the second line. This will, I am stitching this on a 14 count white Aida. It's very stiff. And this will be my first endeavor in putting in beads when it comes time, because as you can see here, all of the candlesticks have beads in them, and the floral motifs, they both have red beads in them also. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's just the florals at the top and the candlesticks. The rest are red stitches. And so that is where I'm at. It is a very nice piece. However, I have to, like with doing the Smyrnas, I had to pierce the fabric and go down between there. Thankfully enough, though, with the back stitching, it's working out to where I don't have to do that. So and that is my piece sampler, and it's the Pea and Sparkle. The next letter, I went out of order with the E. It was the first bag, and I just grabbed it. So the next letter I worked on in Sparkle was the A. And this is in a bag that I made myself. And it is Cool Yule by Hands On Design. And I left it in the hoop because it's part of my 12 days of stitching. But here's what the chart looks like. Here it is the last time that I worked on it. And here is my progress. So I'm filling in the top half A with the called for DMC. This is on a 14 count black Aida. And that is why it is for the A for Aida in Sparkle. I also, this just has tape on it to keep it from fraying when I'm holding on to it. I also started the houses down here and finished this Y and started putting in the snowflakes. So I want to have finished by before the end of the month is up. That is my plan. And I actually started this for the magazine monthly group in Jolly July. Okay. And my final project, my final WIP for this week is the Naughty List, and it is by Cherry Hill Stitchery. And here is a picture of what it would look like. And here's a picture of where it was when I last worked on it. And here is where I am now. So I have put, for the 12 days of stitching, I actually worked on this project 2 days. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure my scroll rod doesn't, the top of the scroll rod thing doesn't snag my fabric. And so I have put in all of the Santa, the snow, this snowflake I added, I put in checks, this swirl, and this swirl, and the star, and the ornament. And so this will be a finish by the end of the month. Maybe, hopefully before the end of the month. I have a really cool idea for finishing this, and so I would love to get it finished so that I can fully finish it before the end of the month, just so that I can show it. But there it is, and this is, so I use scroll rods for 90% of the stitching that I do, and I use the Easy American Easy Stitch, I think is what it's called. I'll put it in the show notes or across the screen. And this is actually sticky, and it velcros to the bar. The bar has a piece of felt fabric on it, and then this velcros right to it. And I love this. I cannot, Although I know how to stitch in hand, I cannot hold anything for too long in either one of my hands. And Q-snaps are a little cumbersome also, because I work on a stand. I have the corner clamps for Q-snap from Lowry, and that does make it much better, but I can't hold anything for a long period of time. So I love the Easy Scroll tape because it really has helped me a lot. So I have a couple of more projects. I had said in my last video that my last regular Flosstube that I was not going to be doing WIPGO for December. And then when I realized what the projects are, I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing WIPGO. So the first project is Bloomtopia, and I do not have a cover picture of it. So here's a picture of where it was the last time I worked on it. And here it is now. So as you can see, I've put on the star block. I have added the pinwheel block flower, this motif here, and I am working, this is the branch for the bird. So I just have to do the 3 motifs down here and the bird, and I will be complete with this. It will be finished. I am not doing the border all the way around like they have it. I am going to be making this into a pillow, and so I don't need that border for what my finishing idea is. So the next time I pick this up, which will be starting next Wednesday, I will be working on the bird and the bottom 3 motifs. And this is on track for me to have a finish by the end of the month for this. That is called Bloomtopia. It is on the Fat Quarter Shop's website. It is a free pattern. They did it in 2020 for their Make-A-Wish Foundation charity event. There was a quilt kit, and this cross stitch was the first time that they incorporated cross stitch into the charity event. And it is a free pattern. They do ask that you make a $15 donation to Make-A-Wish for the use of the pattern, though. All called for DMCs, and that is on a 14 count Witchelt Aida in the color of white chocolate. And my next WIPGO project, I don't have a cover photo for either because it's a PDF. It's by Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and it is Positivity Rules. And here is a picture of where it was when I last worked on it. I actually just showed this in my WIP parade also. And so this was a mystery Sal, and the mystery is over now. Ha ha, the mystery is over. However, you know, I'm slow. So I want to make sure that I get this finished because I also have a finishing idea for this pattern or this when it is completed. And I'm going to back up. So of course my light is really blowing it out. This morning when I started on it, because today is Wednesday, I put in half of the door frame, And so every morning for 30 minutes, I stitch on my WIPGO project. And that is how I have been working it since I made the change. I work 30 minutes on my WIPGO project every morning. So next week you'll see more progress on this also, because today is the first Wednesday that I've worked on it. And those are all of my whips and new starts for this week. I'm sorry, I lost my whole train of thought right there. So now we're going to go on to haul. And I tell you what, my Black Friday from the Garon Stitchery rolled in. And I ordered a few other things. And so we are going to view those in just a second. So, a couple of weeks ago, Lynn X Stitches Creates, she's a bag maker and a floss tuber. Excuse me, and I'll link her below. She is in the quarterly magnet and sticker club by Rebel Stitcher Designs, who has a website. And the minute Lynn showed this, I literally sent her a message and was like, if you have any left, please send me an invoice. And so she did, because I love, the theme for this quarter is snowflakes. And so these are floss holders, and they came in this cute little bag. And they are acrylic. They're acrylic floss holders. And here is the name of the shop. And here are the holders. So they all have snowflakes. Well, 3 of them have snowflakes, and then 2 of them are bluish. And I thought they were super cute. I'm about to do a whole lot of snowflake stitching, so I thought it would be really cute to have these in my pile. And then there is a needle minder, which is a Yeti, Abominable Snowman. And she made sure, so the big thing when she stitched this, she made sure it had blue nips. So this actually has little bitties on there. But he's making a snow angel. And then there are all these, so there is a Abominable Snowman Yeti sticker. And then there are all these, oh, I should have took this out, I guess, snowflake stickers that I'm going to be putting in my calendar book for January and February. I might be able to put them in all the way up through March with the way our weather goes. But thank you so very much, Colleen. I love them all. Sorry for the crinkling. I just want to make sure I get them back in there so they don't be flying all over the place. My next haul is from Bestitch Me. I placed, so let me show you my fabric of the month first. So my fabric of the month from Bestitch Me is, sorry for the crinkling, I get a 28 count Lugana, and this is Frost. And here is looks like. It is more blue than what that is showing right there. Okay, there you go. And it is wonderful. And again, I'll be staying in this club. I actually am staying in all the clubs that I'm in, and I actually up for another club. So if you recall, I am stitching, sorry for the close-up, the Temperature Butterflies by Stitching Mommy. I reached out to Sarah regarding this pattern. I want to stitch mines. This is how I'll be stitching it in quarters. So it'll be 3 across and 4 down. And so even before I decided that that's how I wanted to stitch it, I went to Be Stitch Me's website and I picked out 2 fabrics and they're here before the end of the month. So then on the Be Stitch Me Facebook group, I asked which 2 of the fabrics would look good with what I was doing. And so the first one is Artemis. And it is a blue-gray with light modeling. And that's pretty good. And then the second one that I ordered was Mummy. And it looks much more sandy and has a little bit more modeling in it. So the people that answered me, they all said to go with Artemis, which is what I'm going to do. And so I will get started now that the fabric is here. I am going to be stitching them down and making almost like a bell pull for that chart. You won't see it until the end of this time next year, but that's what my plan is. And it is long enough for me to be able to do that. Like I said, I reached out to Stitching Mommy with what my thoughts were, and she recharted it and sent it to me so that I would not have to do the guesswork of how to stitch it with 3 across and 4 down. And she told me that I could share that on my channel. And so I am super excited now to get the floss out and start putting in the shell of the butterfly. So I will be putting in all of the wing fragments for the first 3 months. My plan is to have them all completed by the end of this month so that on January the 1st, I can start filling in with the colors. And I am super excited about that. So at the Garon Stitchery, Black Friday order came, I was shopping all over the place. And so my order came in. So I have never stitched a Silver Creek sampler before. And so when I started seeing all of the snowmen, I was hooked. And so I have Winter Friends. Well, this one just says nothing. It just says Silver Creek's. Oh, it's on the front. It's on the back. It's Let It Snow. And it has the 4 different snowmen. And then I told you that I was looking for some Thanksgiving pieces to add to my collection. And so I purchased Let Us Be Thankful. the next few charts, because I'm just, look, I get enabled just like everybody else. So I picked up some berries finally, and so the first berry is the jingleberry. I need to stop trying to cover up my face. And then the next berry that I picked up was the hollyberry. And I'm gonna love doing this. It'll, like when I said that, it just made me think of Holly Bear. She was my dog that had passed away many years ago. So, and then I picked up Eric, and these are all by Erica Michael, and I picked up the Reindeer Games by Erica Michaels also. And then, because of course I needed more Thanksgiving, I picked up Pumpkins Please. And then, because it's a snowman, I picked up Bent Creek Best Day Winter. And of course, I had not seen this before. Oh, it's brand new. That's why I hadn't seen it before. Okay. So, I love ink circles. I have several of her charts. And so she came out with Coffee Time, and I picked it up also. And I can't wait. It's super, so like, see the two F's and the two E's? Like, I just noticed that when I saw it in the camera. So that's super cute. Okay, sorry. I'm just sitting here like looking at the chart. So, then I was perusing Facebook and saw that Vicky Stitching Buttons had bags in her shop. I've never purchased one of her bags. Well, that's not true. I purchased the Never Forget bag, which was a and so then I saw this bag and was like, oh yes, I need that bag. And I love it. It is a bigger bag than this size bag. So you can see in comparison how much larger it is. So these bags will be able to hold a larger project that I have. And then I saw this cute little snowman bag. And that's the outside. And then on the inside, and so this is, and I'll have her links below. You can join her Facebook group. That's how she sells her bags. She is also on Instagram. And so I will link Vicky down below. Thank you, Vicky. I love them both. This is a nice, she makes very nice project bags also. And then I have been talking about the Secret Santa Facebook group that I participated in, and I got my gift all mailed out, and I received my gift. And I am not for sure if the lady watches my Flosstube channel. Her name is Jennifer, and she is from Michigan. So I'm going to show you what gifts I received. I was so excited when I opened up that box. So these are little bags, and a couple of the gifts came in the bags. And I love stuff like this. Like, I will not re-gift this. I will use it in my own Christmas decor. So then she stitched me an ornament, and she stitched me a cardinal. And this is on wood. So I don't even know where she got this from, because I've never seen this. And then she sent me some charts, and so the first one is JBW Designs French Country Snowman. And then this is from the Stitchy box from 2020, Christmas Treats. And then this one is a Alexandria Adelaide Needleworks, and it is Follow the Star. Then she sent me my first Twin Peak Primitives Christmas Tree Farm. Ooh, it's a pretty big one. But it's got a snowman on it. Yeah, it's pretty big. And then she sent me this lovely cross-stitch book. Oh, it's got words. It's got red, white, and blue stars in it. It's really a nice book. And then she sent me 2 pieces of fabric. The first piece, they're both petty point. And this is a 32 count, and it's the blue. And the 32 count tan, I guess it's tan. And then she sent me some floss. That she did. And so the first 6 are all 2, 4, 6. Yes, the first 6 are all silks. And this one is called Briar Gray, Milling Spice, Navy Blue, Cineragus, I don't know. And then this one is called Sand Dollar. And this is called Golden Oak. These are 2 Gentle Arts that are limited edition, so they don't have names on them. I could not believe this. And so I just was, I now have quite a few silks, and so I'm going to have to start using them to see what, I'm just petting them. I'm going to have to start using them so that I can experience the wonderfulness of using the silks, because they are super soft. I would have never, you know, I used Amir's when I did the face and hands on my cross stitch nation, but it was just a little tiny bit, and so it'll be great to use to get some use out of all of the silk flosses. And so that is the conclusion of my haul. It's like Christmas. Every time I get a package in the mail, it's like my Christmas all the time. So, and I am so thankful and appreciative. I did send Jennifer a message via Facebook, and I am hoping that my Secret Santa person, they should be getting their package by tomorrow. So I'll have to let you know what she thinks of what I sent out for her. So I have decided that I am going to be doing a giveaway this week, and what I've decided is that I have a few patterns that I am finished with. I am not going to stitch them again, and so I would like to share Past the Stash with two people. And so the first one is Holly Jolly Holiday by Heart in Hand. And there are no marks. They are in perfect, you can see they're in perfect condition because I make working copies. And the second is Oh My Gosh, also by Heart in Hand. If you remember, I recently completed both of these, and so I am wanting to pass the stash. I don't know. They are smaller charts, so you might be able to get them completed by Christmas. But you can start them and still work on them during Christmas and into January. So for the first chart, the keyword is going to be jolly. And for the second chart, the keyword is going to be heart. So jolly and heart. Please be 18, please, so that you can legally give me your address. Please, I would really like to give this to a subscriber. So please be a subscriber. Don't say giveaway, don't say free, don't say any of the keywords. So far, so good. I have not had any trolling, and I want to keep it that way. Well, I have moved everything from one side of the table to the other side of the table, so that means that I am finished with all the things that I wanted to show you. I want you to please be mindful and think about those that have a difficult time at this time of year. Call and check on your neighbors. If there is someone that doesn't have family, call and give them a check-in. It's really rough this time of the year. I have already had my kids calling me to check on me. And so, you know, if you have parents that are still around, call them if you don't live close to them and check on them. Again, holidays can be very difficult for many different reasons. And it can brighten someone's day just with you calling and saying, I've been thinking about you and I wanted to check in on you. With that, I will bid you goodbye and hope that you are getting in lots of holiday stitching. Have a good week, and I will talk to you soon.